Hello and welcome back to Darcy's Academy. In today's video, I am going to be teaching you how to find the perfect business for you. We're going to go over multiple things that you should definitely know about when you're picking the right business model. So the first thing you have to do is you're going to grab a notebook like this one. This is the notebook that I use every single day for all my business ideas, for every single thing that I do. Everything it's inside this little notebook. So I need you guys to get a notebook and I need you guys to grab a pen because we're going to be going over very important things on this topic today. Okay guys, so I assume you already have your notebook ready and your pen. So today I am going to help you figure out how to start and how to pick the right business model for you. Now there's a couple of different business models in the market. The first thing that you're going to decide is if you want to do a service-based business, a digital type of business, or an e-commerce type of business. There's also a product or a retail type of business. Most of the times those are the three business models that they are. So I'll go over it again. You can either do a service-based business. So basically a service-based will be like what I have. So either a salon, either a restaurant, either a venue, anything that you provide a service for. Now the second one, it could be anything digital. So for example, if you want to do an e-commerce store or if you want to sell something that's digital online, then that would be the route for you. And now the third one would be the product. So product falls under retail. So that will be like Walmart, like a grocery store, anything that would sell a product to a market. So that is one of the things that you have to figure out if you want to go which of those three routes you would want to go. And based on that, then you would basically decide the type of business that you want to run. But before we get to that part, we want to start with the basics. So let's say right now you want to be a business owner or an entrepreneur and you have 20,000 ideas, 20,000 business ideas, but you really don't know which route to go. The number one thing is you need to do a market research. The market research is going to help you basically know what the client or what the consumer is really looking for. So for example, whatever idea you have, and if you don't have any ideas, we'll get now into the module which I'll help you decide and brainstorm what idea you should basically look for. But before we get there, we want to make sure that you know how to do a market research. So in order for you to do a market research is once you have already the business for you, the business you have in mind, you're gonna basically shop around whatever competition you may have and you're going to see what they have and you're going to try to offer something better than what they're offering. So that could be a deal, whatever the case may be, but you gotta always like top it a little bit better than whatever the consumers already have in the market. So now let's start with the first thing so we don't go into so many different details. The first thing I need you to think about is, now that you have your notebook, I want you to write down everything you're good at. So for example, let's say you're good at sewing, then you're gonna write it down. Let's say you're good at talking, you're gonna write it down. Let's say you're good because you have good patience, so you're gonna write it down. Every single thing that you are good at, you're going to write it down. Let's say you're good at makeup, then you're gonna write it down. Let's say you're good at cooking, then you're gonna write it down. So everything you're good at, you're going to write it down, and that way you're going to know all the skills that you have that you're good at. Another thing you should also think about when picking what to start on, what business to start on, is think of something you truly, genuine love. Because something that sucks is going to work every single day in a job you hate or in a business you do not like at all. So that is the number one thing I need you guys to figure out once you do this list. You want to make sure, yes, you're good at all these things, but what is it that you truly love? And one of the things that helped me the most figure out what I really wanted to do with my life is start something that you would do even if nobody would pay you. So for example, in my case, I wanted to do the makeup because makeup is truly my passion. I have done so many clients literally for free just to build a portfolio, just to get my name out of the door. And sometimes I still do free makeup. If it's somebody that I truly feel that is going to bring profit into my brand, then I definitely take it into consideration, and I definitely do like a collaboration, and which we'll get to that in another module, picking the right influencers and all of that to work for. But what I really want you to think about is whatever it is that you pick, the business that you pick, you gotta have a passion for. You gotta have a passion for, because not every single day is going to be a beautiful sunny sunshine day. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have days that it's not going to go the route that you want. And what's really going to make it push it forward, it's knowing that you truly love this job, knowing that you're still going to get up and do the content that you need to post on your page because you truly genuine love doing this. So that is one very important thing and tip I could give you if you do not know what you want to start, is think of something you truly love, that you love it so much that you do it for free. So let's say maybe you're really good at photography. Maybe you enjoy taking really good photos to your friends every time you go out. Then photography could definitely be a career for you. Or maybe you like taking a lot of videos, a lot of content creation video. Then you can even open up like a marketing agency for social media. Right now, that is one of the biggest business and upcoming business. Honestly, I would say right now, a lot of businesses like myself or like any other business, we're constantly looking for a marketing agency to get our content better, to get our page prettier, to get the aesthetics nicer. So a lot of times business owners hire people like this to help them grow and develop a nicer following, a nicer page. So if you enjoy doing photos and doing content and social media, then you should definitely look into the marketing agency option for you. And that business is very profitable right now. They're charging a lot of money because it's in high demand. So that's another thing you have to think about, something that it's high in demand. So think of all these things. Think of something you would definitely do because you truly love it, and something that really has a high demand, and you're going to see that your business is going to flourish amazingly. So what you're going to do is you're going to rate all those options and all those business ideas that you have from 1 to 10 into what you truly want and what you truly want to stick on every single day, no matter how good or how bad the day is. And another thing is you're going to really do a market research in each of these specific topics. So let's say you pick photography, for example. You're going to do a market research here in whatever area you're at. For example, my area would be Miami, Florida. I would do a market research on all the photographers that they are at the market now, what it is that they're doing, and try to like do a niche basically, or specialize on one thing, so you can become, first of all, more attractive, and the other thing, you're going to be targeting that type of audience in. So for example, let's say you pick the photography career. Now there's 20,000 photographers. So what is it that you're going to bring to this table that is going to be different? So maybe you could be a wedding photographer, or maybe you could be a kids photographer. Maybe you could be a maternity photographer. So you want to really niche it down to something that is going to explode. And based on that, once you have like a high clientele, then you could maybe open your doors to something else. But what happens is when you start taking pictures of every single thing, like of kids, of maternity, of this and that, yeah, you might bring somewhat clients here and there, but it's just your career and stuff is not gonna look as professional as to, okay, she specializes or he specializes just in kids or just in maternity. I feel like here in USA, a lot of times people are very into, are you specialized on one certain item or one certain thing? So that would be my recommendation, to kind of like brand it to just one thing and then explode that. And then once from there, you kind of like explore other options in the photography world. Or let's say you want to be a chef. You can open your own restaurant. Now the restaurant, instead of a restaurant, could be more of a bakery cafe style. You can add a little bit of your branding there if you want it to be more pink, more gold, with glitter, with flowers. That is really going to go with the branding that you want to bring to the table, but you also want to make sure that whatever it is that you offer is different from whatever the market has going on right now. So I hope you guys truly understand the concept on finding the right business for you. So I'm going to summarize it for you. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your notebook and your pen, and you're going to write down all the things you truly love of what to do. Something that you're good at, something that your friends tell you, oh my God, you're so good at this, or like that you truly have a passion for. Because think about it, something that you don't mind doing even if you had to do it for free. So that's going to be the number one thing. After you have all those options, you're going to rate them. You're going to rate them based on the market research that you create. And then after you do the market research, then you're going to basically find a specialization or something that is going to offer something a lot nicer of what the competition has going on now, that is really going to bring your business to flourish, basically. Now, the last thing that I'm going to go over on this module is I want you to do this manifestation or this visualization thing for me. So after you pick all of this stuff, after you pick the type of business that you're going to do, if it's going to be service-based, if it's going to be digital, or if it's going to be product retail, I want you to think of a day to day. So I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to do this in a moment that you're alone by yourself, that you have no distractions, so you can truly figure it out what it is that you want to do. Is whatever it is that you picked. So let's say you picked being a photographer. Picture or imagine your day to day as creating that business. So whatever it is that you pick, if it's a chef, if it's being a gardener, if it's being a makeup artist, if it's being a venue owner, close your eyes and visualize your day-to-day of you having this business already and running it every single day. This is going to help you know if it's something you truly want, and if it's something you truly love. And I feel like this type of exercise helps me a lot in everything that I do. I'm a type of person that I like to visualize everything. I am very visual in everything in my life, and I feel like once you visualize, or once you kind of like manifest something, it gives you a better understanding if it's something that you truly want to do for the rest of your life, and if it's even worth it my time doing. So I hope this exercise helps you guys. I hope you guys figure it out what it is that you truly want, and remember, something that you would do even if you don't make a penny. Another thing, make sure which is the business that you want to do, if it's digital, if it's retail, which is a product, or if it's service based. And last but not least, visualize your day-to-day. Visualize your day-to-day as the owner of this business, having good days, having bad days. How are you going to confront all of those things that are going to come? And I truly believe that if you do this type of exercises, you'll have a better understanding on what to do, on what to pick, and you will have a better idea on how to pick the right business model for you.